Madden NFL 23. And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the New England Patriots and the Arizona Cardinals. And it's coming up next.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New England Patriots and the Arizona Cardinals. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Arizona's offense takes the field, and no surprises, the man that's guiding them, the Pro Bowler in his 4th season at the wheel of this offense, Kyler Murray.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed down the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
Now a man in his 2nd season in a Cardinal uniform. Here's James Conner. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll toss this out right for Conner. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's do it, man.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Throwing now is Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. On the return is Jones. A second juke. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Patriots take over. Well, we get a first look at this Patriots offense, and of course leading them for his 2nd season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up. Out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there were many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Harris. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. Going deep here for Parker. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Murray. To Connor on the check down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And caught by Henry. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Holding. Offense.
They get the former Raider there. The tackle Trent Brown. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Over the middle, complete. That's Stevenson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Harris running straight ahead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Jones. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Nick Folk for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. That time a 9-play drive. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Out of the gun, here's Murray. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
On second down, Connor looking for space. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It goes a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. An option handoff given to Connor. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jones. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Jones on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And throw right side complete to Parker.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on second down. Jones.
He'll go underneath here to Stevenson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Patriots are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from the first half for New England. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Open man is Myers. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Jones to throw on third down. And over the middle, this is Parker. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's got some space here. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones setting up a screen for Stevenson. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
When I was playing, all our defensive coaches talked about when you're near your own goal line and you're trying to stop them from getting in, your heart gets tested. What a nice play on the last down.
A lot of heart on 2nd. Do they have the heart on 3rd? And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
So on 4th down, Jones joins off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And the former Arizona Wildcat, Folk, gets this one to go, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get. Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out and establish a run in the second half and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Murray's throw taken in by Green here. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down.
Now that run
That's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Murray. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Murray from midfield. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Anthony Jennings in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards. And that also leads to 4th down. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
On the give, this is Harris. And down to the 36-yard line here. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll run again with Harris. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. This is Harris. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 10-0. A little over a minute to go. They've yet to dip the scoreboard tonight. Now they've got to do it twice late if they want a chance here. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is confirmed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Murray. That's out to the flat for Ingram. And he is out of bounds. 25 seconds to go as he does pick up a first. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Murray. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 64 yards. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did.
For the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.